HBCU Game Day, and we are here with the head coach of the Albany State Golden Rams, Quinn Gray. Quinn, in his second full cycle of being the head coach of the Golden Rams. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing well, man. Doing well. Just having fun, and recruiting is over now. We're getting into spring ball, man. So we're looking forward to having a great spring.
Just got back from New Orleans. How was that experience at the HBCU Legacy?
Well, it's always a great experience. What Doug and Shaq are doing with that event, highlighting those kids on the HBCU level and giving them the opportunity to get in front of those scouts is tremendous. We didn't have that when we were coming up. Right. So the ability to get those kids that opportunity and get them just in front of all 32 teams, man, it's a blessing, to be honest with you.
That is amazing. As pro days and the HBCU Combine and Legacy Bowl have adapted, HBCU athletes have had better opportunities to showcase themselves.
Absolutely.
During the regular season, the pro scouts don't give them as much attention, but these are directed at making sure that all 32 teams and some Canadian teams as well have a chance to look at our players.
And that's exactly what it is, man. And then you also have the UFL and all that good stuff, having scouts and stuff like that. So the opportunity is there for the kids. They just got to be able to take advantage of it.
Now, the Golden Rams are coming off a year that it was kind of back and forth with the Golden Rams, but coming back this year, it looks like you have a veteran core that you're building on, starting particularly with quarterback Isaiah Knowles. So when you got a great quarterback, I haven't seen any great teams without good quarterback.
That's a fact.
So you start out taking the snaps. Isaiah Knowles transferred in from Navy. Yeah, talk about
that. Isaiah does a tremendous job for us, Offensive Player of the Year in the SIAC last year. And to be honest with you, man, Isaiah has taken our offense to another level. The year before, prior, he got hurt after game 4, and sort of we were back and forth with quarterbacks and things of that magnitude, so we weren't steady at the position. And then this past season, he was able to secure the job and did a tremendous job, so much so that we went from number 8 in scoring on offense to number 1 in the conference in scoring. So that piece right there, to have somebody that can control your offense and put points on the board, that's a tremendous piece. So that takes a lot off of a play caller when you got a guy that's making great decisions.
And also one of his favorite targets, especially for touchdowns, Devin Dorsey returns for another year, transfer from University of Miami, Ohio. And then you have a great running backs room. So just talk about your receivers and your running backs.
Well, with our receiver room, Devin, as you speak about, is a big target for us. He's become a deep ball threat for us, which for us, Devin was more the possession guy that's going to go get those tough yards, get the first down. But this past season, he ended up being a more of a deep threat for us, as well as Jamil Williams, who made a second team all-conference, and then Javion Jackson was our slot guy who did all of our grunt work in the middle of the field. But that room to have all 3 of those guys return is going to be tremendous for us as well. And then our running back room, Freddie Gaines returns, that didn't play for us last year because of academic issues. And then Tion Weiss, you're talking about back-to-back freshman of the year, and Tion Weiss and then Freddie Gaines. So to have that 1-2 punch in the backfield, and then Nadi Thomas is still there as well, who's a veteran senior. That'll be a guy that will rely on third downs and screens and things of that magnitude. So our specialist or our skill room is pretty good when it comes down to it, and we're just looking forward to making sure that they're having fun this spring and finding a way to help them understand to compete and keeping them interested, because they've been with me for 2 years now. They know the system, so now it's a situation where we got to find some things to keep them interested and making sure that they're getting better. Because as I told them when we came back from the Christmas break, like last year's price ain't this year's price, right? We got to continue to get better in our own space, and that's something that they're looking forward to.
Well, talk about, if you're talking about the Albany State Golden Rams, if there's one area of improvement that would take the team over the top, it was definitely on the defensive side. Just talk about what you've done to improve the defensive side.
Well, we've really just honed in on what it is that we do well. I think we may have overthought some things last year when it comes down to putting our kids in situations to be successful. And it's a matter of when you're out there on the field, you don't want the kids thinking, you want them reacting. And I think we did a little bit too much thinking when it came down to it. So we returned all 11 starters on offense, and then we returned 9 on defense. So that experience that we got with those guys last year, and then the way that we played that final game in the Fountain City Classic for defensively is the dirty blue defense that we know. Right. And to take that momentum from that game and just take that into this spring, hopefully we'll have a tremendous spring in terms of competition, and turn that page from last year and make sure we're moving forward with it.
Well, talking about the 2025 season, you know, you've got a game scheduled at a place you're very familiar with, Bragg Stadium,
right.
Ken Riley Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium. Just talk about coming back to Bragg Stadium where you set all kind of records, are a Hall of Famer at FAMU,
right.
but now you come in as an opposing coach.
Well, man, it's really just a tremendous opportunity for us at Albany State to come in here and play a good football team. And, you know, with that, like, we're really trying to make sure that we understand the magnitude of it and know that we're going down here to win a ball game, right? All of the outside noise with me coming back and all that good stuff, we really want to test and see where we are as a football team, because to come down here and play well and hopefully come out with a victory is what it's all about. And then all of that other stuff, that stuff will take care of itself. But for me, just to come back home and be in front of old fans and old people that I know, my family will be there, and I'm sure it'll be a tremendous atmosphere and a tremendous situation. But at the end of the day, Vaughn, we really are just wanting to play a good football game, come down here and see what our team has against a Division I opponent.